and today I wanted to discuss with you guys a topic that comes up a lot, and I often ask myself this question several times, and just wanted to discuss this with you and hopefully clear up a lot of your questions. And that question is, do I go with carbs, or do I go with high fat, high protein, moderate protein, low carb diet? What do I do? So basically, this all boils down to one main question. That boils down to one main question. What foods do you like to eat? What is a diet that you're going to stick with for more than a week, for more than a month, for more than a year? Better yet, the rest of your life. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you start to diet, diet is a word, that is split up into two small words. And the first word is die. Do this until the day that you die. Do it. Die it. So this means this is something that you're going to have to live with, and this is the foods that you're going to be eating the rest of your life if you want to maintain this progress. This is not speaking in terms of a fitness competition or a photo shoot or anything like that. This is in terms of, is this something that you're going to be able to make a lifestyle change out of? My main question for you guys is, what are you going to be able to eat every single day for the rest of your life? Are you going to track macros every single day for the rest of your life? No. Are you going to eat low carbohydrate every single day for the rest of your life? I don't know. Are you? Are you going to eat carbs for the rest of your life? Probably. So you need to figure out what you're going to be able to stick with first of all. Most people that follow a low carb diet for the rest of their life either have one, type 2 diabetes, or two, they're hypoglycemic, or they have some kind of illness. Basically, unless you have some kind of disease or an illness, you will not be following a low carb diet for the rest of your life. It's basically impossible. Carbs lurk in everything. You know that artificial sweetener you put in your coffee every morning that says 0 calories, 0 carbs, 0 everything, or less than 1 carb? There's carbs in it, trust me. But yeah, there's carbs in everything. Like cheese has carbs. You would think that's low carb, right? No, it has carbs. Things are designed to have carbohydrates because carbs are necessary for human growth and reproduction and your brain. Why do you think people go crazy when they're on low carb diets? Because their brain does not process information the way it should when they're not in carbs. Unless you're adapted to ketosis and living off fat for fuel, you're pretty much going to be foggy minded. You're going to be passing out. You're going to have symptoms of hypoglycemia. You're going to have missed periods if you're a woman. These things are dangerous if you don't have them strictly under control. And ketosis is when your glycogen stores are completely empty and your body is running off fat for fuel. It's not running off carbs, it's running off fat for fuel. The glycogen is gone. And you would think, okay, on a ketosis or a ketogenic diet, I need to be eating, let's see, cheese and milk, almond flour, bacon, lunch meat, all these low carb things. That's not the case. Ketogenic diet does not contain nuts. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but ketosis does not contain nuts, cheese, dairy, any of that. A true ketogenic diet has grass-fed beef. It has lards, oils like coconut oil, MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides is what that means, olive oil, coconut oil. Those oils and grass-fed meats is pretty much all you're going to eat on a ketogenic diet, and cage-free eggs, if you want to get technical. Now, if you're like me, small town southern girl, and can't afford that kind of stuff, you're not going to be able to follow that for the rest of your life. Heck no. We have babies, we have house payments, we have car payments, cell phone bills, internet bills, you name it. Whatever we have to pay every month is not going to allow us to completely eat as much food as we need to feed us and our families on a full-blown ketogenic diet, unless your income is significantly high. It's just like organics, but on keto you're eating even more meat, so the price goes up and up and up and up. Unless I was dying of an illness and needed to be on a ketogenic low-carb diet, I would probably not buy that stuff, just saying, to be honest. What I follow personally is the Paleo style of diet. My carbs are low, but I'm not into ketosis. I keep my carbs low because I'm hypoglycemic, and I can live with that. If I have at least 100 carbs a day, I can definitely live with that. I'm fine with it. I don't like to eat very high carb. I bloat. I like fatty foods. Fast food. We all like fast food, don't we? But yeah, I like fatty foods, and I also like carbs, but I don't necessarily like the kind of carb that's going to make you huge, because I've been there. I've done that. I've been 200 and whatever pounds, and I know what those carbs have done to me. I'm happy with this body that I have now, and I'm not going to go back to eating donuts and pizzas and pastries and whatever. Whatever's filled with carbs, like bad carbs, I'm not going to eat it. I like carbs like sweet potatoes, vegetables, fruits, seeds, nuts, oatmeal. Those kind of healthy carbs is what's transformed my body, and I know that I can live with that because I'm happy. If I go eat a pizza or a dozen donuts, I'm going to feel like death. I felt like I'm dying when I eat that kind of stuff, and I don't like that. That is being mean to my body, and that is being mean to my soul. And I know this sounds like I'm being like, oh, crazy, but I'm being honest. You got to treat your body like you love your body. Me personally, I have a few body image issues because I was 200 pounds and I don't necessarily have the tightest skin in the world. I have this. I have belly flab. My legs have cellulitis, and I'm okay with that because you know what? I'm improving, and I'd say I have a pretty good physique for right now. This damn near beats 200 and something pounds that I was when I was fat and sitting on the couch and depressed. You got to love yourself. You got to take care of yourself, and you got to know that what you're doing each day is going to get you closer to where you want to be. So is that a low carb diet, a high fat diet? Is that all protein diet, which you shouldn't be on either? Is that a high carb diet? Is that a vegan diet? Is that a vegetarian? Is that paleo? Whatever it may be, make sure you can stick to it for the rest of your life. Also, you need to pay attention to how does carbs affect your body? When you go low carb, do you pass out? Do you feel tired and foggy? Do you feel like you're full of energy? How does your body act when you eat certain types of foods? For me personally, when I eat high fat, and I've never made it past 2 to 3 weeks on a ketogenic diet because I cannot get over the keto flu. My body seems to just stay in the keto flu. I know I've done the right things on the keto diet. I've taken in enough fat and induction, and I know that I'm not getting too much protein. My carbs are way under 20 a day, and I still feel foggy. I know that's not right. So I go to the doctor and get told that I have hypoglycemia, and it's hard for me to adapt to their low carb or high carb. So I got to be very careful, and that's why I follow paleo. So basically, guys, what you need to do is make sure that everything that you're doing each day when you eat, when you work out, when you count your macros on MyFitnessPal, or you write them down in your notebook, or you're adjusting your calories up and down, whatever you're doing, make sure it's something that you can stick with for the rest of your life, to make sure that you got away from what caused you to get to this position in the first place. What came to your mind to tell you, I need to lose weight, I need to change something with myself? What was that made you want to change? But yes, and if you are on your program, let's say, Katelyn, I've been dieting for 3 months now, I've lost 10 pounds, but I haven't lost more than that, and now this week I'm doing everything right, and I seem to have gained 2 pounds out of nowhere, and I'm depressed, and I'm going to go eat pizza and donuts and some Starbucks coffee and whatever it is, and I'm upset with myself and just F it. How many of you have done that millions of times, countless, can't even count on all 10 fingers, and you just gave up? You just give up. How many of you have done that? I know I have. I know I have. Anyhow, the reason that this is going on is probably because you're not being honest with yourself. I'm not trying to sound mean. I'm just saying you're probably not being honest with yourself. Are you counting every single thing that you're putting into your mouth down to each little ounce and gram? Are you doing that? Are you sneaking creamer in your coffee and not putting it in your journal? Are you working out as hard as you say you are? Are you going in there full intensity, doing your sprints for an hour, and your weightlifting, just training till you can't even lift on that last rep? Are you doing this? Because if you are, then you may want to get into further, deeper evaluation on your program and figure out, wow, maybe I need to tweak some things. Maybe something's not working. Or are you just not being honest with yourself and you need to deal with what you stuck with in the first place, or what you set out to do? These are the things that matter the most when you're doing a fitness program or a fat loss program. And that is, fucking cat, get down, go!